Lord, I may be wrong. I may be pardoned to make a mention, my lord. So the excise matter relating to lifting of 1 APML liquor. Today's list item number 1 is also similar to this and covered by this bench particularly also. I pray before rising of this division bench, my lord.
No, it can.
Why?
What is so urgency? It can be taken up on Monday. What is that?
That bench are we not?
No, but because one matter is left
is it
out.
preferred that?
No, one matter is left out.
Court.
It's all right. You see,
It is High Court.
you know that how once we are fixing it at what type of inconvenience we are facing. Today I am sitting in 3 division benches.
My lord.
So yes, that's an exceptional matter. It's all right.
Monday.
If you can wait till Monday, why are you?
My lord, that's it. Monday.
We mention on that.
May I please mention also petition criminal appeal
Yes,
of year 2013, 13 years in the
please
custody.
give it.
So petitioner company is a beneficiary. I don't know the plan, Your Lordship. It says cease to function, Your Lordship. Owing to the fact that non-renewal of trading license. Your Lordship have heard in this matter during the summer vacation. And we also have passed that he is,
It is the assignment of Honorable Chief Justice.
Your Lordship.
Mention on Monday.
Your Lordship,
I'm not sure we are not sitting tomorrow.
Monday, Your Lordship, at least maybe.
Give memo.
Manner is a 2012 matter, service matter manner, honorable tribunal order has been challenged in public conservation.
Assignment of the regular basis.
Yes, sir.
Give it. Yes.
Finally, fixed.
Mention before the sir, Gauri Shankar Sarkar listing matter.
Yeah.
Listing matter.
Huh?
But modification of order to listing in Gauri Shankar Sarkar.
Which bench?
Gauri Shankar Sarkar, sir.
Who bench for modification?
Gauri Shankar Sarkar. Listing.
Yes, Mr. Misra.
All of the listed matter after receipt of the LCR criminal appeal, when matter was listed before justice because it was of the appellate of this locality, he said, I will not hear. That the matter was assigned to before Justice M.S.Raman, as first SS Mishra. Thereafter, the matter was taken up, but it could not be completed. And thereafter, the matter is not coming. I made a mention before the assigned bench on Monday. It is also directed, but the list section said, since the assignment was earlier,
You want it for
any bench, appropriate
No,
bench,
bail or hearing?
bail.
Bail, you take it. Criminal appeal division bench matter.
No, single matter. It was just honorable listed before Honorable Justice G. Satpathy.
No, it has to go to that bench.
No, he is not hearing. That is why it has come. It was allotted to Justice Mr. Justice S.S. Mishra. So in that case, because he is not sitting single,
For assigned bench.
the assigned bench he can sit to assay. So that is why I made a mention for the assigned bench. But the list section said, but there was no assigned bench, and the assigned bench was not interested to hear. And there was an order by the Honorable Chief Justice.
All right, we'll see. I'll call the.
Honorable Chief Justice to because the matter was assigned there, so it can't be assigned there.
We'll
So
see
my
that.
clerk said, all right, you give it to that bench now, to the pescar of the Mr. Justice Mishra. He said that no, unless there is a slip, we cannot list.
Okay.
There is a lot of competition.
All right.
Any bench, appropriate bench, may be
Yes,
listed for all.
yes.
Supplemental list, item number 1.
That's related to 1 APML matter. Lordship, covered by Lordship. Only by Lordship.
100.
More than 500.
So, why are you not filing counter affidavit?
My lord, in some cases, counter affidavit has been filed.
Then you give the number so that it
That
can
was
be listed along with that.
That
The
was
batch date was fixed to yesterday, my lord.
Mhm.
Due to non-functioning of Honorable Chief Justice Court, matter couldn't be listed.
So, in those cases which you are say that batch cases,
Batch case.
counter affidavit has been
No,
filed.
not yet.
not a single case.
No, not a single case.
You say we just want, if 500 matters are pending, You have filed the counter
One
affidavit
counter
in
that is-
any case.
All the cases.
And because the same thing has been challenged,
Yes, madam.
so it can
I
be
understand.
disposed of.
I
huh?
understand.
I think virus is challenge.
That is his channel.
Your lordship, grant me
Discrimination.
10 days time.
Discrimination.
Within that period, the counter will be filed and all the cases can be taken up together.
Only matter the date has to be changed.
Huh?
Batch, along with batch list.
Just add one line. It is stated by the Land and Council for the state. It a change of state council. That we are mentioning that your submission that some cases counter affidavit have been filed. Are you sure?
Okay, I am not sure.
Then,
Because I was not dealing with these cases.
all right.
I am not sure.
The Land and Council for the state will verify whether it is stated by the Land Council for the petitioner that about 500 cases on similar issues are pending before this court, in which interim orders have been passed. The Land Council for the state shall obtain specific instruction regarding filing of counter affidavit in any case, and then bring it to the notice of the court for analogous hearing of all the matters. Put up this matter. बाकी এটা date for example. Yeah.
17 of
Yes.
Item 2.
My please, my lord. In this ballot case, when Kundra is annexed 4 million, that is the advertisement of fresh tender, where the earlier tender is not over, and that is in
But earlier tender,
earlier tender process was granted in favor of the
No.
petitioner.
you are making a wrong statement.
Lordship.
You are an outsourcing agency.
My lord,
Yes.
agreement was made in the
No,
petition.
that was not a proper agreement. There no tender was invited, even if it is when given to you,
My lord.
outsourcing agency. The letter received to you on 13th
Lordship,
and he gave you on 15th. So he should have invited who are the outsourcing agency interested to for that. There is no such
My lord.
has been given in your favor. Just
So for
now the tender has been floated to regularize the matter. So what grievance you have?
Not my specific preamble, limited preamble, my the house of chief are given as per agreement, and that is to be expired for 1 year.
Outsourcing ର ଗୋଟେ procedure ଅଛି ନା ଯାହାକୁ ଚାହିଁ ତାକୁ ଦେଇଦବ।
No, my lord,
ଆଉ
annexure
13 ତାରିଖରେ ପାଇଲା ଚିଠି ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ରୁ 15 ତାରିଖରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଦେଇଦେଲେ ଯେ ଆପଣ ଆଉଟସୋର୍ସିଂ ରେ ନିଅନ୍ତୁ। ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କୁ ଇନଭାଇଟ୍ କରାଯାଇଥିଲା କାହାର ରେଟ୍ ଆପଣଠୁ ଭଲ ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା କି କାହା ପାଖରେ ବେଟର ଇନଫ୍ରାଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ଚର ମ୍ୟାନ ପାୱାର ଥାନ୍ତା ସିଏ ପ୍ରିଫର କରାଯାଇଥାନ୍ତା ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କ'ଣ ପାଇଁ ଦିଆହେଲା ଆର୍ବିଟ୍ରାରିନେସ୍
my
ଆଉ
lord,
ତାପରେ ସେ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଫ୍ରେଶ୍ ଟେଣ୍ଡର ଇନଭାଇଟ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ହ୍ୱାଟ ଇଜ ୟୁର ଅବଜେକ୍ସନ?
ସେଇଟା ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ତ at that point, my lord, I know what they can say better, my lord, what the lordship putting the question, my lord. So annexure 1 and 2, my lord, say specific said, my lord, that
And can this court under judicial review interfere with the conditions of the bid, terms and condition of the bid?
no,
Can
annexure 2 khali
you tell us the frankly, how many cases are Tata Cellular, Reliance, so many cases are there.
no, my
Terms and condition of the tender, it is the discretion of the, unless it is arbitrary, malafidness, tender interference is very, scope is very limited.
here, my lord, they have
And you are an outsourcing agency, you are challenging the tender clauses, now it has been quoted. What right you have? You also participate in that bid.
my lord, therefore my problem is, my lord, not participate cannot be because the condition which is imposed in the fresh tender, my lord, that petition
You should have 5 years, that you have not. That's why that would be a ground to set aside that tender. They say that the persons who have 5 years of experience can only participate in the tender. You have no 5 years experience. So that is why that tender would be quashed.
No, I'm not
Are
saying,
you-
my lord, the annexure 2 will also can't have a class.
You have seen it.
Annexure 2, my lord, that the government letter to given to the petitioner, my lord,
Yeah.
annexure 2 page 11.
Government later, you see, when the government issued letter to the district social security officer on
My
Palahan,
lord,
that was dated on 13/2/2025,
my lord, annexure.
and on receipt of that letter, on 15th, it was given to you.
No, earlier proceeding, what with the motor copy, my lord. Therefore, this copy to supply.
Can you believe that 13 तारीख रे गोटे गवर्नमेंट जदि इश्यू करिवो गोटे चिट्ठी डिस्ट्रिक्ट सिक्यूरिटी ऑफिसर को से ऑल पैराफर्नालिया
कॉपी नाही मिलो एटा हेतो दे कैन से बेटर मिलो
आपण हम हाई कोर्ट रे बहुत टेंडर दे आउटसोर्सिंग एजेंसी को दिया आइची ड्राइवर निया आइची बहुत जिंस निया
ना सेटा हेतो
आइची फ्लोट होउची जो माने बेस्ट दउछन कोटेशन प्राइस वेरीफाई हे कि आउटसोर्सिंग एजेंसी आपण 13 तारीख दिन गवर्नमेंट लेटर पाइले सी आपण देला 15 तारीख दिन आपण को फेवर रे व्हाट प्रोसेस ही माइट हैव गॉन विद इन वन डे एंड यू आर टेलिंग दैट ऑल sorts of procedure has been followed and you are challenging now the tender which has been floated for that purpose. What right you have got?
Parafunya must have completed milord. They are going for milord. Annexure 2 article glass la milord. Annexure 2 ta kali. Lordship milord.
Annexure 2 have seen.
Your lordship milord. I am satisfied lordship milord of printing milord. Annexure 2 your lordship can you have glass milord. Page 11. Providing of manpower of ARC milord. Kola handling. Specific about kola not. I am not milord. Specific my prayer milord.
Yes, yes, it is kola handi. Yes.
Kolahandi.
You are an outsourcing agency for Kolahandi and you are given just एक माने जो कहते नहीं अपन को दान दक्षिणा देला वाला दे दी
सेमाने दे
ठीक अछि दे दी जल्दी तापर बटन सेमाने मैटर रेगुलराइज करियो चाहउछंदी
सेमान का लागे से पिटिशन
they can get better manpower, they can get better agency by floating this tender. That is why so many conditions have been imposed and 5 years experience जो माने अच्छी जो institution रा they can provide better facility and they can perform in a better manner than you. You have no experience. But by the way, you have been engaged by the district social security.
ना गवर्नमेंट मत को एग्रीमेंट है जो लॉट्स annexure 2 भी जानते
We have seen that agreement.
annexure माल annexure 2 खाली मिलला
तो आपण जेति की सर्विस करिवे जे पर्यंत से टेंडर फाइनलाइज न होईची आपण को सर्विस तो के ये करू नाहंती एवं जेति की
मात्र
आपण
2 मास हेटी मिलला
जेति की आपणकर प्राप्ति हो आपण नै जिवे
ना 2 मास मात्र है वर्ष टेंडर मिलला
ठीक अछि
लॉर्डशिप देम सेमान को लाचे से पिटिशन सफर मिलला लॉर्डशिप
nothing.
paragraph
The
2
Land
मिलला
Council for the petitioner, Land Council for the state. The petitioner so and so has challenged the notice of so and so inviting bid dated so and so under annexure 4. It appears from the averments taken in the writ petition that the Government of Odisha Social Security and Empowerment Persons with Disability Department by letter number 1696 dated 13/2025 issued a letter to opposite party number 2 regarding functional of Advanced Rehabilitation Center ARC in the district of Kalahandi and to take steps for deployment of required manpower and optimum functioning of the ARC within 7 days. The collector, district magistrate received such letter and thereafter it seems that without inviting any advertisement from any outsourcing agency on 15/2/2025, the petitioner has been entrusted instructed to engage 16 numbers of professional and other manpower required for the operation within 20th of February 2025. The petitioner case in this writ petition is that after issuance of such letter dated 15/2/2025 by the district social security officer from opposite party number 3, an agreement was executed between the DSSO Kalahandi and the petitioner on 5th March 2025 and the agreement was supposed to commence from 1st March 2025 and to continue till 28 to 2026. The contention of the Land Council for the petitioner that while the agreement was in force, the opposite parties should not have floated the bid for selection of agency for operation of prosthetic and orthopedic workshop and services in advanced rehabilitation center, particularly in Kalahandi is concerned. The grounds taken in the writ petitions are that some of the conditions are very unfavorable to the petitioner, for which the petitioner cannot participate in the tender. In view of the settled position of law as held in the case of the Tata Cellular Reliance this court, in exercise of the judicial review, cannot interfere with the terms and conditions of the bid unless it is found to be arbitrary, malified, and after going through the impugned order of tender notice, we find that there is nothing to show that such notice has been issued malifiedly or there is any arbitrariness in issuance of such tender notice. Merely because some of the clauses are unfavorable to the petitioner, that is not a ground to interfere with the same. Accordingly, the petition being devoid of merit stands dismissed.
Some observation did my lot the petition participated Milan the concept but otherwise
Participate କେମିତି କରିବେ ଆପଣ ପରା 5 ବର୍ଷ ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ ନାହିଁ
the same clause
ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ଆପଣ ଆସିଛନ୍ତି ଚ୍ୟାଲେଞ୍ଜ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆମେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ପରମିଶନ ଦେବୁ କେମିତି ଦବୁ ଆପଣ ନାହିଁ ଆମେ ଦବୁ ତାପରେ କାଲି ସକାଳେ କହିବେ ଆମକୁ ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ ଦେଇଦେଲା
constitution करे kan
sorry
they are latest
you yourself say that you have no 5 years experience so obviously you cannot participate ଗୋଟେ ଲାଇନ ଆମଠୁ ନେଇଯିବେ ତ ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ କହିଥିଲା ପାର୍ଟିସିପେଟ କରିବାକୁ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ
they are latest petition
sorry yes next
my lord they are latest petition
all right yeah.
ସେମାନେ ଆମକୁ
Item 3.
ଆମେ କଲୁ dispose of
yes dispose the dismiss টা কাট দিয়ে dispose of course yeah
May I please, Your Lordship? Your Lordship, I'm challenging the termination order dated 26/6/2025, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, there was an agreement, Your Lordship, there was a tender, and after seeing the L1 contractor, Your Lordship, an agreement was executed between the petitioner and Niger, Your Lordship. The petitioner is a company which provides security personnel, Your Lordship. The agreement was that the petitioner would supply 120 number of security guards, Your Lordship. And the agreement was executed on 1st December 2019. Thereafter, it was extended through extension orders. And the latest extension order, Your Lordship, is in page 16, Your Lordship.
well the thing is that why it was terminated you are keeping something in darkness so we are not able to know it is not that it would have been terminated just as arbitrarily. There must be some reason when that was given to you why it was terminated.
No such reason was communicated, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, may kindly turn to
This is the termination letter, but behind all these things, because the first letter, as it appears in that termination letter, refers to 28/1/2025, which you have mentioned in that is the annexure 1 extension order.
Annexure 2.
Yes, Your
annexure
Lordship.
Annexure 2 limits.
annexure 2
In continuation.
तो से जो 28/1/2025 टू 26/6/2025 भितरे କିଛି ହେଇଛି ଯୋଉଥିପାଇଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଟର୍ମିନେଟ କରାଯାଇଛି
And now, since 1/7, another person has come.
No, Your Lordship, my instruction.
Must have,
No person
must
has
have,
come.
because, see, the term of the letter. By 30th, you have to hand over.
Yes, Your Lordship.
That 30th June is over.
You have not made him a party. Is it your case that no persons have been engaged?
As per my instruction, Your Lordship, this thing has
What
not been
instruction
put
you
to
have-
Your Lordship.
No, my lord, I have not taken instruction, lordship, in this case, the lordship
The
kindly see.
person,
each-
Mr. The person,
Madam,
new agency has already been mentioned in this
Yes,
26/6/2025 letter. That is in continuation
Yes,
of
70.
28/1/2025. You have come at a
new
later
agency has
stage,
already been engaged.
very late stage.
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ସିଏ ଆମେ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ପଚରା ହଉଛି
Lord.
ଜଷ୍ଟ ଏ ଯୋଉ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ଲାକ୍ସାନ ଆସୋସିଏଟ୍ସ କୁ ଦିଆଗଲା ନ୍ୟୁ ଏଜେନ୍ସି ସେଟା ଲାକ୍ସାନ ଆସୋସିଏଟ୍ସ କୁ ସେ ପାର୍ଟି କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ଆଜି
Yes, sir.
ପିଟିସନରେ
Yes, to-
ତେଣୁ that is the first defect, but whatever it may be, there must be some reason. We do not know that what is that reason, why this termination.
No such reason was communicated. And Your Lordship may kindly appreciate the order was passed on 26th, Your Lordship. 27, 28.
First of all, you amend your writ petition by mentioning the name of that person, the new agency, implead him as one of the opposite party.
Still, you should read this annexer, this page 16A, 28/1/2025 order. They have intimated him that it is extended to 6 months till 31st July 2025 or till further orders, whichever is earlier. So, earlier,
31st July পর্যন্ত ଥିଲା
no,
মতে 26
earlier,
ହଁ
earlier ଅଛି.
କାରଣ
Till further orders, till further orders. ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସେମାନେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକକୁ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି।
ଲାକ୍ସାନ ଆସୋସିଏଟ୍ସ
ହଁ,
To Your Lordships, with all due respect, Your Lordship, just clarifying Your Lordship's query, Your Lordship, that is my entire case, Your Lordship. They have written this on the existing terms and
for
conditions.
impletion of laws.
we will just adjourn the matter, you implead them, and in the meantime, you obtain the instruction.
Mr. Mahapatra, what are you doing?
Sorry.
Why are you talking?
ଆପଣ କଣ ପଚରା ହଉଛି ବୁଝିଲେ ତ
No, madam.
ଆଉ ବୁଝିଲେନି ଗପିଲେ କେମିତି ବୁଝିବେ? First of all, she will take steps for impleading the new agency, Laksan Associates, as one of the opposite party.
Right.
We just want to know that why it's all right, his that services was there up to 31st July 2025. Why it was terminated? କାରଣ ସିଏ କିଛି ଆଣୁନାହାନ୍ତି.
Lord.
Maybe that there may be some allegations that
Yes,
the service provider is not working perfectly, required service are not being
I'll
given.
take
So
it.
that may be the reason. ତେଣୁ କିଛି ଥିବ ଯୋଉଟା କି ନାହିଁ, ତେଣୁ ସେଇଟା କଣ କାରଣ
I'll
ସେଇଟା
take
ଆଣନ୍ତୁ, but in the meantime let her take steps.
Lordship.
Your Lordship, submission with due respect, Your Lordship. Lordship, my whole case is on the basis of the terms and conditions, Your Lordship. May kindly turn.
That cannot be interfered with that. We just pass the order now.
The condition was that they had to serve me a notice of 1 month, Your Lordship, before terminating.
Madam, 28/1/2025 letter speaks for itself. Kindly read properly.
Yes, Your Lordship.
So
it
until
says-
further orders, whichever is earlier.
Even the
So what is
existing-
that reason? That is what my lord is asking you to bring forth the material fact why this further order came before 31st
Then
July.
there must be
That is what.
something.
Your Lordship, on affidavit, I have submitted that there was no adverse.
And what is made
That is why you make him party, and that is why we want to know that what is the reason why before 31/7/2025 they terminated your service.
With all due respect, Your Lordship, whatever reason would have been, Your Lordship, they should have served me a 1 month notice, which is not only the terms and conditions.
Dr. Mahapatra and counsel and senior panel counsel from the person by the appearance memo which is taken on record. In this writ petition, the petitioner so and so has challenged the order dated 26/6/2025 passed by the register Niger under Annexure 2 in terminating the security service contract of the petitioner and engaging a new agency that is Messrs. Lakshan Associates. When we posed a pertinent question to the land and council for the petitioner that if, as per the order dated 28/1/2025, the renewal of security service it was extended up to 31/7/2025 or till further orders, whichever is earlier. Why it was terminated? What is the reason for termination of the order? She said that submitted that no adverse report is there against the petitioner for such termination. In the writ petition also nothing has been stated in that respect. Let Mr. Mahapatra and counsel appearing for Union of India obtain instruction in that respect. In the meantime, since the new agency has been appointed and counsel for the petitioner submits that she will take steps in filing an interim application for impleading that new agency as the opposite party put of this matter, such and such date, give a date. Yes.
Until then, termination order may be stayed, Your Lordship. Because as per my instruction, as on now, no new agency has.
All right, next, yes.
Item 4.
Actually, adjourn to map. That's adjourn.
Next week it will come.
The tender, if you tender is an extra 4 is on the challenge. Is for selection and appointment of transport L to transport contractor. The fact of the case is like this. The government of India has floated 3 different schemes to the knowledge of the petitioner.
The technical bid has already been opened.
No, not.
Mr. Please come to Annexure 7.
Yes, Annexure 4, that is the old one, I have given it. Annexure 4, 24. Last date of application is 7/7. That is what I made a mention yesterday, you will directed to district today.
Yes.
You also got it.
Yes.
The fact is that there are 3 schemes floated by the government of India. This giving free food to the people as well as the Anganwadi workers as well as the schools, midday meals. And in all the 3, out of 3, everywhere the food is transported from the godown to the delivery center, the school or the Anganwadi center or the different places for panchayats for distribution to the people. That is what 70 to 80 crores in the country is being distribution. The money is borne by the Union of India. In this background, the transportation is said. But what happened here in the imbue tenders, instead of 150 like the other 2 schemes, they have calculated, let your lordship can see, 37 rupees something. The page 93, 3767. From the previous tender, they have hardly increased around 3 rupees. Whereas, so far the midday meal, the Prime Minister, midday meal is concerned and the Anganwadi center is concerned, they have fixed 150 rupees. Your lordship can see page 174. Page 174, Annexure 6. Second paragraph. However, the NS rate will be applicable to new transport contractor only and to the existing, not to existing contractor. The actual cost is to be derived by tender process at the district level, subject to ceiling of rupees 150. Likewise, the other tender, that is Annexure 7, page 176.
Who is the petitioner?
Malak, there is a transport contract. Okay. There is a transport contract, eligible transport contract, that is what I have given.
Have you submitted your bid?
No, I have not yet submitted. I have challenged the tender paper.
On what ground you are challenging?
Yes, because only on the ground of arbitrariness, non-transparency and unreasonable.
What is the arbitrariness?
Arbitrariness is fixing the transport, the per kilometer fixing in exorbitantly low for the petitioner. So far the transportation of the food grain is concerned.
No, if they have fixed at a low, you cannot do in that. Don't
No,
participate.
that is what that is. I
If
brought
you
it to your lordship. That is very correct. But the whole point is that when the payment is made by the government of India through the state, different thing. That is why I made implemented the Union of India as a party. So they cannot arbitrarily fix a low by exploiting the bidders.
What would be the price? Can we determine here in the rate jurisdiction?
The whole point is that if the scheme is there for the same for all the three schemes, how can they by receiving
What
the
is
money?
the scheme that they should not fix it lesser than?
That is what they alone can produce. Second ground, my lord, your lordship can see. This is one of the clauses. I have challenged clauses 9.1, 10.4 and 8.1. So out of this thing, my lord, whatever, because they used to exploit, all the bidders used to quote it at a low price, lowest, so that they will not be rejected.
No, Mr. Mishra, it is not a public interest litigation. It is
So your lordship,
you are you are challenging a tender and you are not a participant in that tender process. You have not yet submitted the bid. Now you are
Your
telling
lordship,
that some of the clauses are so how can unless you participate in it and
there are judgment. If you participate, you cannot challenge.
so like, but we do not find any arbitrariness.
I'm coming. That is the only arbitrary 150 and the same. They will be transporting by the same trucks, the same road and same thing. The another thing is that Lord, clause 9.1 and the 10.4 and 8.1 regarding allotment. Suppose everybody, a large number of people will give the same price. Previous year there used to be lottery. Your lordship can see that is annexure 5 starts from 94. Relevant pay 10.4 is pays 140. This is the previous tender.
Yes.
Quoting of the same rates by more than one bidder could be construed as an exceptional circumstance. In such cases, all the bidders who have quoted the same lowest rates shall be called for the and decision will be taken through a transparent lottery system. This was all along going on. Instead of improving this thing, they have reduced it to an arbitrary manner in the sense if all will be there, then they will see the last 3 financial year who has taken maximum will be given to them. That is highly arbitrary. Your lordship can see the change clauses which is given in the impugned tender notice. This is what they have.
Which are the clauses according to you arbitrary?
That's what
those clauses.
9.1, 10.4 and 8.1.
Have you taken such averment?
Yes. The entire averment in my repetition is there. 10.1, 9.1, 10.4 and 8.1.
Which paragraph?
Madam?
Which paragraph?
From your lordship, I will see. From paragraph 18.
Yes.
That is the facts of the case stated such as such, as well as the tender call notice illegal, arbitrary, whimsical, and mechanical in nature, in gross discrimination in between the transporters in different schemes under the same state authorities by fixing unimaginable low price for scheduled rate as per per quintal under annexure 4, as well as such and such. Then by clause, thereafter I have challenged from 19, 20, 21 like that. So in this case, your lordship can see the impugned clause 10 in the impugned tender annexure 4. This is just to exclude, and moreover, another non-application of mine, your lordship can see page 45. That is the corresponding what I placed before the lords.
Your trump card is that annexure 6.
All are that.
No. Annexure 6 rate
6, 7. That two scheme is 150. आंगनबाड़ी को और स्कूल को जो मिड डे मील फ्री दौरान सेथर फूड ग्रेन जो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ऑल आर ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ऑफ फूड ग्रेन those food grain transportation is per kilometer is 150. but here is 37 rupees. And second thing, this
37 rupees per quintal.
per quintal. There also that is per quintal.
Hmm.
That is also per quintal. Everything is per quintal. And your lordship can see this 10-4 is also very highly, it's a, with some ulterior motive and with non-application of mind. Your lordship can see the 10-4 page 45. Quoting the same rate, which I placed the previous tender, quoting the same rate more than one bidder could be construed as an exceptional circumstance. In such cases, the bidder having highest average annual turnover furnished such and such during the last 3 financial years.
Just Mr. Justin.
They have excluded the 24-25.
6 to
देख और का पैसा
additional the date. So just that day, you just take instruction. It is your letter. You just come to that letter, which is Mr. Mr. placed it. That is annexure 6. Please come to that annexure 6.
And I got the annexure 7.
We are going to that. Annexure 6.
My lord, I got it.
That is at page number 174. And this letter has been written by the additional secretary government to all the collectors.
My lord.
And subject matter upon the enhancement of transportation cost of food grains under supplementary nutrition program.
My lord.
Taro, I am directed to just read it out.
Yes, my lord. In fact, I reference, sir. I am direct. Yeah, CORAM.
Interesting.
Yes, my lord.
So you have taken a decision, you have instructed it that it should be increased from 75 to 150. Now you see the present tender which is under challenge. The rate has been fixed, Mr. Mishra was pointing out, that was per quintal, it is 37 rupees. So where is that, Mr. Mishra?
Page 93, man.
Mr. Das, you can come to page 43 also.
43. Plus 9.
Clause 9.1 first you just have a look.
এটা হচ্ছে লিস্ট অফ রাইস ইয়ে ପାଇଁ ହେଇଛି ସେଇଟା କଣ ହେଇଛି ସେ ଯୋଉ 6ରେ କୁହା ହେଇଛି 6ରେ କହିଛି ଫୁଡ ଗ୍ରେନ୍ ସୋ
All are food grains. ସବୁଟା ହଉଛି ଚାଉଳ and ଗହମ.
Road is same.
Food is same.
Road.
Road is same.
But have you seen page 43 clause 5? I'm unable to
Page 43.
43 the table serial number 5.
On this basis, the 37 is.
No, serial number 5.
The
Other factor.
No. The whole point is that
In the table,
quintal.
Mr. Please,
Fine.
Mr. Das,
Well,
can you explain this?
transportation.
Serial number 5.
Transportation through bullock cart, head load, cart road, ferry, etc. relating to any unit, if any.
And that these are the factors.
what he is stating that at such a rate nobody would
The bullock cart renal है जो.
bullock cart renale. So अल्टीमेटली कौन हम ना कई पकेबेनी टेंडर
पकेबेनी, हाँ।
तो तापरे आपण केते जन को ये करबे लॉटरी बेसिस रे फेवरिज्म करिकिनी देबे सो
And take interest.
तो आपण देखिले जे नाई एई रेट रे वर्तमान ये नाई आपण कहले 150 टका वर्तमान करा जाऊ तापरे 37 टका रे आपण कहछन की ट्रांसपोर्ट करिवो ताकू
Correct.
बुलक कार्ट
बुलक काट हां बुलक
हेड लोड
हां हेड लोड रे
आ घाट रोड रे भी सही
फेरी
पैसा
फेरी
हाँ?
You take instruction, we are
My lord.
taking up this
My
matter on Monday. This petition has been filed by the petitioner challenging the tender poll notice under Annexure 4 dated 26/2025.
Particularly clauses 9.1, 10.4 and 8.
Particularly clauses 9.1, 10.4 as well as 8.1 of the said notice. Mr. Mishra, Land Counsel, or the petitioner, invited the attention of this court to the letter dated 27/1/2025 under Annexure 6, which is issued by the Additional Secretary to Government to all the collectors in relation to enhancement of the transportation cost of food grains under Supplementary Nutrition Program, SNP, wherein it is stated that the government, after careful consideration, had revised the maximum limit for transportation of the cost of food grains under SNP from rupees 75 per quintal to rupees 150 per quintal. The contention of the Land Council for the petitioner is that in spite of issuance of such letter, the fixation of rate in the tender notice at the rate of rupees 37 for quintal is highly arbitrary and it's marks of malifiedness and it has some oblique purpose behind it. And to show favoritism to some persons. Land Council for the state, who is appearing for opposite party number 2 and 3, has received the copy of the writ petition, submits that the matter may be taken up on 7th of July 2025, which is the last date of wheat submission of the wheat papers, so that you will take instruction on this aspect. Put up this matter on 7th July 2025. Yes.
Your Lordship also direct the Union of India also to get instruction.
Union
Because they are paying everything. They are paying everything. They are discriminating.
Annexure 7. I think Annexure 7 is yours.
Yes.
That's why
What?
Apart from this, you
we
also
will support that.
Also, state civil supply corporation should be intimated, but they like to protect by the.
That we
Let us see what
Because
rationality.
this tender has been done, but protected by
What
the corporation.
What is the rationality
Yes, that is the main
behind
thing.
fixing 37 rupees vis-a-vis rupees 150 in the same district for transportation
Interest.
with
Kilometer,
respect to the same
kilometer same, माने
Yes,
सेम आपनको गवर्नमेंट कहला कलेक्टर को जे 150 टका करो आपण 37 टका कोन पई करिसेंती उद्देश्य होइथिबो जेमति 37 टका कले केही पकेइबेनी तापरे जो माने राजी हेइथिबे आनी किनी जे कंटिन्यू करो सेमति करो नचे लॉटरी पटरी करिकिन काहा को दिस इज द क्वेश्चन ऑफ आर्बिट्रेरीनेस इज malifiedness is raising that you officially stick to that.
Specific instruction I will.
All right. Yes.
that we interest them.
No, it is coming on 7th. Seventh.
The process, the last day, I will be difficult to manage.
No, it will.
Like, suppose,
Just make a mention in the past one. My brother,
whatever
my
your
brother will be there.
Pavan, I am not filing it because there are judgment. If you participate, you cannot challenge. Second thing, that is the last day. And in the event, suppose I will compel to file, I will not have the time to file.
If we interfere, we will entirely
No.
strike down that.
That is okay. But Banner, that is always 1%.
Let them bring.
Why are you have filed a case with 100% hope? Why are you then now? I have 1% chance. No, don't keep your hope.
Undertake not to complete the process.
It cannot be because 7.
Because because 7 courses means I cannot apply.
No.
You be ready and you can file it.
Be ready. It's wait for the order on 7. We have clarified it that they are to obtain in the instruction. Your points have also been noted that. Yes, next.
Item 5.
Yes, Mr. Panda.
Here, the writ application was filed challenging the illegal and arbitrary demand notice which was issued by the office of the OIC High Court, the excise station. Wherein your lordship had order dated 10/4/2022, if your lordship will kindly see the order.
No, it was directed to be listed on 7th February 25. And interim order was directed to continue till the next day.
Next date of the.
So if it has not been listed, so obviously it was continuing. Why?
Now they have again filed another notice which I have annexed as my annexure file. The lordship may kindly see the sale notice to my IA 10746. Which was issued on 19/6/2025. And serial number 1 relates to the petition. Wherein
Langeshwar OS Menshaw.
again.
Counter affidavit has been filed.
Counter is under I've filed my rejoinder.
Hearing the issue. Hearing the issue.
Interim return of the receipt.
Interim transfer.
No, it also stays with interim application.
And we have also deposited
10746.
50%.
We would have filed that challenge that sale notice dated 19/6/25 because 7th is the last date.
If the lordship permits me, may I say something? Only for a moment, your lordship may kindly see order dated 20th April 2022, wherein that interim order was passed.
20th?
20th April 24, 2022. Order number 2.
Yeah.
Para 6. As an interim measure, your lordship, as an interim measure, subject to petitioner depositing 50% of his demand without fiduciary his rights and contention, no coercive steps shall be taken to recover the remaining balance. We have not recovered. In case any coercive action has already been taken, the same shall be liable to be reversed. We have not taken any coercive action against it. For the period is defaulted, your lordship directed 50% you will deposit so that you will continue. That period is over. Now it is for 2025. This interim order was granted for the period that was in 2022. For that period is defaulted amount, your lordship directed deposit of 50%. That he has deposited. Thereafter he has been allowed. Now this notification has come for 2025. How he is agreed over here?
Yes, because my lords, annexure 4, if your lordship will see to my IA, I had filed another writ petition. The lordship may see the order. I had filed my representation and my grievance.
The whole thing is that this annexure 5 indicates that it is for the period 25-26.
Yes.
The writ petition which was filed, that was for a different period.
Yes,
Well,
That interim order which was there, that obviously it has become infructuous for that period, or it is to be adjudicated finally. But for this period, there is no such interim order. It was for a different period.
Yes. What I am trying to pursue here is, my lords, since I had approached the Honorable Court and the Honorable Court had
That was for a particular period.
Yes, my lord, so that is for this period. If your lordship will
First
see
paragraph,
annexure
first
4,
paragraph.
they have not given anything to my
First paragraph
representation.
लिखुଛି ना? So the object to exemption
My
from making
representation
payment
is not concerned
of
simply
MF
lying over.
non-utilization MOVA non-utilization fees 27 lakhs for the period from
1/4/21 to 31/3/2020. That period is there.
वर्षाला चालीस वो जो है तो particular
That way.
I have deposited the entire dues. Neither they are utilizing that.
You are enhancing the scope of this writ petition, Mr.
That
By
period
way
is
of
over.
how can you in a IA make
Mail
answer
relief
5?
is something different. By filing this IA, you are taking it to a different, which is not permissible. The scope is different. If you can file a separate writ petition challenging this matter is different. But in the IA, in the earlier writ petition, which is for a totally different period, that cannot be done.
And your annexer 2 was the 1 and 2, and your representation was there in 2. Then you are just enhancing the scope of the writ petition. No.
That representation
No,
is
sir.
equally. They have
No,
not
sir.
taken steps in any way.
IA numbers one.
You are misdirected.
This is an interim application.
The annexure
For,
to the lordship will see.
Stay of sale notice dated one from inviting application for settlement of exclusive privilege of the unsettled lowest liquor shop through lottery for the remaining period of 25 and 26 issued by the collector Ganjam. The writ petition has been filed by the petitioner challenging the annexure 1, which is the demand notice dated 9/3/2022, and it appears that the petitioner challenged the such demand notice wherein he was directed to deposit a sum of rupees 60,82,618 towards consideration money and license fee of the 7 OS transubs and main OS sub. And with a further prayer for a direction to the opposite party to exempt him from making payment of MF non-utilization fees of rupees 27,32,200 for the period from 1/4/2021 to 31/3/2022 of his OS Mensa at Langeshwar Ganjam. Therefore, in this writ petition, the petitioner is intending to extend the scope of the writ jurisdiction because the sale notice has been issued for the remaining period of 25 and 26. Therefore, we are not inclined to entertain this interim application, which is accordingly dismissed. Yes, next.
Item 6.
But the interim order which is already there, that may continue, my lord. That your lord.
We just passed the order in the IA, not nothing else.
My lord,
Yes.
I am appearing in the on
That
VC.
is the main petition which may be.
Main petition lies, we are not passing any order. We are just passing the order. It has come for the orders on this IA. We have passed the order on the IA. Yes, item
I'll
number.
appear on VC, my lords. Your lordship may see the order number 7, 14th of May 2025.
Before my learned senior starts, may I submit one thing? Item 6, my lord, counters have not been filed. In the, I was looking at the lead case, counter is not there. So your lordship may grant subject to no acceptance of your lordship. Some time may be granted so that a counter can be filed.
No, the when notice was issued to you?
Your notice was issued in the year 2024, December 2024, notice was issued.
On 14/5/2025, an order was passed.
Botte jota aschi counter nahi.
In the
At your request, I think counter affidavit was directed to be filed.
That order sheet says
Last date, my lord, was 14th of May.
14/5/2025, you
Yes.
have granted time.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
it is
So,
almost 1.5 years.
So you are happy with the stay order or what?
No, I'm
Then
conscious of
why are you
that.
not taking steps in filing?
I'm
the
conscious of that. After going through this file, I found that a stay order has been continued.
Yeah.
So I'll have to write a letter today itself that
Sir, paragraph 2 of that order,
14th.
14/5/2025, paragraph 2 of that order.
All the
Yeah,
dates
yeah.
you are taking time to file counter affidavit.
You are not filing even petition to file extension of time.
Right.
Nobody can compel you to file a counter affidavit.
I
If you say
understand.
that without the counter affidavit, the matter may be hard, it can be hard, there is no problem.
I understand.
And in view of the settled position of law, if there is no challenge to the averments taken, then the consequence will also follow.
I understand, my lord, the doctrine of non-trans. I understand.
So tell us the date.
10 days.
Hmm?
Granted within that period, because I am holding the brief for the first
No,
time.
you tell us the date. We are fixing the date. Because on that day also it was fixed to 3rd July 2025. And that is how it was mentioned yesterday by the land senior advocate Mr. Parija, and it has been listed.
Can it be on, my lord, 10th?
10th July,
10th or 17th July?
17th July. All right. The Land Council for the state submits that the counter affidavit is yet to be filed and the matter may be taken off on 17th July 2025. Stop. Good. The interim order was passed on such and such date, dekhi debe, and it was extended from time to time since the state took time to file the counter affidavit. Stop. The Land Council for the state has also got no objection regarding extension of the interim order dated 8 January 2025 passed in IA number 16578 of 2024. So, put up this matter on 17 July 2025, interim order dated such and such is extended till next year.
Yes, sir. We are already filed counter in 30711 of 2024.
Which one?
30711 of
We are just passing the order in 31053 of 2024 and directing it to be listed with all the connected matters. That's all. We are not passing any order on any other item. Right?
All the matters are there.
Adopt the same counter. You file
the next date only do it.
File memo to that effect. Or
Interim orders to be extended in all the cases.
Interim order, Mr.
In all the cases, in all the cases.
Acha, interim order which are there, this matter so and so, interim order which is already there in the connected cases stands extended till 17th of July 2025.
Grateful.
That's all.